Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on another bright and cold morning, another beautiful morning. Today, Jesus tells us that we should work for the food that lasts to eternal life. And as I thought about that, I thought about what I just read about St. Alphege, who we commemorate today. Alphege was a monk, he became a bishop, and he was sent by the king to try and make peace between the English and the Vikings. This was a time he died in 1020, just before the Norman conquest, so it was in England before the Norman conquest, when there was a lot of problems between the English and the Vikings, who came along and caused a lot of trouble. And Alphege negotiated a peace on behalf of England, and for that and for the stability he brought for a number of years, he became the Archbishop of Canterbury. But the Vikings came back, and they eventually surrounded Canterbury, and Alphege was taken prisoner. They tried to ransom him, to demand an excruciatingly high payment from the people for the release of the Archbishop. But Alphege knew that this was too much for the people to bear, it's too much for them to pay. And so he refused to be ransomed, and he was eventually killed, some say in Greenwich, south of London. And the point of all this is that he was someone who believed in the value of each person. He believed in Christian justice. He believed in the rights of people. And he was not prepared to let himself be the tool which the Vikings used to extract a payment that people could not afford in order to save his life. And so he truly gave his life for others. He gave his life for their livelihood, for their well-being, and set up a pattern of value. And Alphege was able to do this because he believed that there was something greater than this life. He was not only concerned with the food of the present life, but with the food of eternal life. And so here we have in our history someone who labored for others, who labored for peace, and who was willing to give up his life so that others might not suffer. He set an example of honesty and integrity in public life that's very, very important. That's important for us to remember now, and it's important for those who have positions in public life to continue to follow those values that Alphege set out and followed himself. May God bless us as we try to live our lives in the light of God's love, and to set our eyes on the food that will last to eternal life. May God bless us all.